Paulie, just ending with yourself, obviously I've got to ask you the question. I think a couple of weeks ago, your friend, your close friend,
Connie,
Connie,
my buddy Connie.
Connie, call him Connie now.
Yeah.
You put an Instagram post out about you. I remember speaking about it on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And then you responded, and then more recently his right hand man or one of his friends, Artem Lobov, he put a tweet out.
What did he say?
He said something along the lines of Malignaggi and Khan, I'm ready to go next Saturday. Where are you at?
I don't know if I can make weight next Saturday. I don't know. What weight does he want to fight at? No. I don't know. You know, I've said in a few interviews, I don't want to talk about Conor too much. I think he gives himself hand jobs to me discussing his name. You know, I really think this guy has a sexual fetish for me. Because he doesn't fight me, he doesn't release the video, but he'll mention me every few months just to kind of get the ball rolling again when he sees it dying down. So I think I'd rather not discuss Connie McGregor because I don't want to get him sexually aroused at the thought of Malignaggi talking about him. Because this is obviously what this was about. This was never about fighting. This was never about us actually competing with one another or anything like that. I think this was just his little sexual fetish that he was hoping that maybe I would go the same way. And sadly, I don't. But hopefully, he can come to grips with it, with his own sexual closeted issues, and come out of the closet. Because in 2019, you know, the showman that he is, you know, he can come out of the closet with a cartwheel or a handstand, and you know, announce it to everybody, and people will praise him. And he needs some positive press right now. He doesn't have any positive press, so he can do that, and it's good. But unfortunately, I won't be joining him in that discussion, and you know, I have my own sexual preferences, and they're not Connie McGregor. You know. But that's my issue. That's it. I don't want to discuss it for that reason. You know, I think this is more him still getting himself aroused more so than it is about a fight. Because he obviously doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to release the footage unedited, and he doesn't want to do anything. And you know, I think at this point, if you still believe any of that footage, you have to be an utter moron. You know, because you know we've discussed it over and over again, and you have to be quite stupid to think anything but him getting his ass kicked happened that day. You know, and if you don't, no, it's like I can't help you.
I know Eddie mentioned once in an interview that he would love to promote that fight. Has there been any discussion with anybody about that fight?
No.
Never?
No.
It's just
they've been just hearsay rumors and whatnot. Nothing crazy. You can't really promote a fight off of 6-8 seconds of footage. You know, you can't really promote a fight like that. I mean, I guess you can because there's been a lot of trash talk and there's enough idiots that think he got the better of me, but I don't think you can promote a fight with that. You know, there's just too much time that he's so unwilling to show you from that session that you kind of have common sense will tell you, wow, this isn't even close. Like, this is all he had, like, out of 36 minutes. Like, this obviously wasn't even competitive, you know? So if you common sense it, you probably can't even sell a fight because he hasn't shown you enough, you know? So regardless, there is no fight because, you know, he knows the reason he hasn't shown enough, and obviously that's probably going to be the reason he wouldn't go that way anyway. But so like I said, the fact that he keeps mentioning it is probably more his own closeted demons than anything else, and I hope he's able to come to grips with that someday.
What was your reaction when you heard about the fines? Obviously, Khabib 500,000, a 9-month ban, and Conor 6-month ban with $50,000 fine.
I thought it was a bit harsh, to be honest with you. I thought it was a bit harsh, but you know, it's not my issue to go that way. You know, to get involved with what the commission's decisions are. Having said that, I'm allowed an opinion, and I think when you're allowed an opinion, you know, you have. Just because Khabib stayed calm throughout all the disrespect he was given and shown prior to signing the fight and then after he signed the fight doesn't mean that Conor shouldn't have been given the same kind of punishment, because all Khabib did was one reaction after the fight. You know, Conor did this for almost a year, you know, to Khabib, you know, talking about his family, religion, culture, attacking the bus, all this stuff. Khabib did something for what, 20 seconds? You know, the fight ended and it was maybe a 20-second attack. in my opinion, it was way overboard. The fine and the contradiction to the way they treated McGregor and the way they treated Khabib is way overboard. And I thought it was totally unfair to Khabib. But you know, it's that's what the commission's decision was, and that's it. But I think when you use this kind of judgment, you have to use common sense, and especially when you're a man on the panel, you have to be a man on that panel and look at it like a grown man would. And I don't know what kind of men are on the panel at the Las Vegas Commission to come up with that kind of decision, but it is what it is.
What do you make of Khabib as a person? Because obviously, if he was to fight Conor again in a rematch, Khabib will make a lot more money. But he just sat back and said, I'm not interested in fighting Conor. I've beaten him.
Khabib is probably one of the most principle-based human beings alive. You know, like, you know, even no amount of money can even change him. And that's crazy, because everybody usually has a price, like the old $1 Million Man used to say in the old Wrestling Federation, World Wrestling Federation, you know? You usually, you know, you try to stand on your principles. Yeah, Ted DiBiase, you know, you'll try to stand on your principles to a point, but everybody has a price, you know, where maybe they'll change over, you know, and you know, for some people it's higher than others, but you know, sometimes you have to come to a fork in the road, and you're like, man, I kind of may have to make this decision instead of this decision that I wanted to make because of, you know, financial situations. And Khabib is like one of the rare super principle-based guys that no matter what, you know, he's gonna go with what he's saying, you know. So you know, it's commendable as a man, you know. To me that's a man through and through. But you know, it's what else is there to say, you know? To me, I respect that character.